What does your Stranger Things look like?
Well, we had talked about before that maybe the hypothetical question we were going to ask each other today was, what if Stranger Things got the It treatment?
Right.
So what do you think would bring them?
So we jumped 20 years.
So we jumped
later.
20 years.
Or whatever.
So let's just say the final season of Stranger Things. This is our final season, right? The Upside Down, something
But it's
happens.
not a reboot. It's a direct sequel.
A direct sequel. So next season, season 4. So let's just say it ends in 88. So 98, 2008. They have
Good
their
math.
Let's just say it takes place in 2010. Okay? 20 years later, 1990.
So the kids are in their 30s.
Kids are in their 30s.
Or late 20s or 30s. No, probably the early 30s.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
28, 38. 20 years later.
Why are you saying 18?
Because you graduate high school when you're 18.
Why do you think that they graduated high school?
Because wouldn't that be like the
Which kids are you
logical
talking
end?
about?
Wouldn't that be the logical end of Stranger Things?
Oh, you're talking about not now. You're saying if at the end of the show?
Yeah.
So in many years from now? And then you...
Many years from now when you're lying in your bed.
I was just thinking if now we got the treatment
so
and the next season was...
Well, how old do we think they are now? 14?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're 14. So 20 years from now, they're 34. Why do they come back? Does 11 die and they come back to bury her?
Well, you're assuming that they never left Indiana. That they did leave Indiana, I mean.
Well, I think you kind of... Maybe one of them never left Hawkins.
A lot of Indiana people never leave.
Well, it's the same with Pittsburgh. A lot of people like to stay and work and live in Pittsburgh, and that's great.
I'm not saying anything bad about it.
No, nothing
I'm just,
wrong with it.
Okay, let's just say... Probably a ton of them stayed.
Okay, let's just say Steve left. Nancy left.
With Nancy?
No. He and Nancy, that was it.
Do 11 and Will work? Are they together?
That's a good question. This is fun. I like this. Here's my thought. Okay, Lucas stays.
That is the one that she's with, right? It's not the other.
Nancy's with Steve.
No.
Will,
yeah,
is
okay.
who she loves. No, wait. Isn't Will the one?
Is it Mike? Is Mike the one? Have I been saying Will the whole time?
Will's the one that disappeared.
Yeah,
right?
Mike's the one I think that she loves.
Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which if you put Finn and Wolf together, it sounds like Will.
Will? Finn Wolfhard?
Yeah. Yeah, Mike. Oh no, I've been saying Will the whole time, haven't
me and
I?
you both. What are you gonna do?
It's so hard.
It is. I called Stranger Things Game of Thrones 65 freaking
okay.
times.
Let me write. I'm gonna check it. You keep talking.
Okay. So
I'm pretty sure.
So Finn Wolfhard is Mike Wheeler. Yes. Nancy Wheeler. Then Gatton Matanzano is Dustin. Caleb and Lucas. Nancy Wheeler.
Yeah, but she's with Mike.
Yes. And Will Byers is just he's the guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's the one who's gone.
Okay, so I think that
Is Jonathan with Nancy?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
He took pictures of her. She was half naked.
What if
Don't
Mike
do that.
What if Mike and 11 get together in high school, but they break up and then they come back for Will's funeral? He finally died of his injuries.
happened?
He finally died of his injuries from the Upside Down.
And like all the
He may have
things
committed
that came out of
suicide.
his mouth.
Yeah, he may have committed suicide or something like that
Can't
because he
believe
mentally
I said
couldn't.
that 11 was with Will. Oh.
Well, Roxy,
At least I noticed that it was
it's
Mike.
not like you hosted the official Netflix after
I
show.
know.
Right?
It's been years.
It's true.
And I wasn't asked back for season 2. So let's be honest. Did I do
Zing.
that great of a
Did
job?
they have an official after show for season 2?
Yes, they did.
And they didn't ask you?
They asked, I forget, but it was like a Chris Hardwick kind of situation. It was
Gotcha.
they leveled up.
You can't level up from Roxy. That is the level.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
But they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. Yeah.
So here's my thought. Let's go. So here's how it. So let's just say this is the last year of Stranger Things. 20 years. They fast forward. Will has killed himself, and they come back for the funeral. Lucas is the only one that is stuck back in Indiana. Or no, he and Toothless now. Dustin. They are lawyers
Toothless is
together.
the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
They call him Toothless, don't they?
Yeah, but it's his name, the dragon's name.
I know, but don't they call Dustin Toothless?
Because he is.
Yeah. But don't the bullies call him Toothless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a bully?
No, but in this situation, it was easier than saying Dustin because right now I didn't remember his name was
And
Dustin.
that happens. Sometimes we call people by their names.
All right, so Lucas and Dustin are lawyers together in town in Hawkins. They're like,
So are you thinking like a Daredevil situation?
no.
Oh.
I'm just kind of giving careers. Nancy has gone on. She lives in New York, and she is a I don't know if she's
Fashionista.
fashionista, something like that. Steve has.
Did she remember Barb, or she didn't care?
I think she still holds
Barb
out
on her
for
wall?
Barb.
Okay.
Barb, yeah, she's always got a picture of Barb on her desk. Barb was her friend.
And it says justice for Barb on it.
Correct. Steve is a Hollywood actor. He moved out to Hollywood.
Steve doing it.
Will stuck around Indiana, could never really get his life off the ground. He could never really
you
get
said
away
he
from being.
died.
I know, and he killed himself. I'm just saying that's why, whatever.
It's got so dark.
His brother.
Is Joyce alive?
Joyce is not alive.
Jonathan's still back?
Jonathan left. He went on to make music, and he's coming back for this.
What happened to Joyce? I don't love when you're pitching. I know I'm supposed to yes and you, but this is so sad.
I know, but that's the point of Stranger Things.
Why is Joyce gone?
Joyce couldn't handle it. She gave herself a stress heart attack. Everybody she touches died.
No.
She was left all alone in that house full of Christmas lights.
What if instead, just throwing this out there,
Go ahead,
everybody's coming back for Mike and Eleven's wedding?
Ah, farts. It sounds a lot happier, I guess.
And so,
but doesn't tragedy like spark the upside? Like, what if when Will dies, a ripple in the upside down opens?
I think that what if instead, at the wedding, then there's Attack of the Demogorgon again. Like it comes back from the upside down.
At the wedding?
Because it's coming to destroy the wedding. It knows 11 has found happiness and is not okay with that. And it's after Will.
Maybe.
And then they have to decide, can they let their friend Will be at this wedding?
Okay, now you're just turning into planning a wedding and a reason to not invite the weirdo Will. Because you know how kids their friendships separate sometimes in high school.
Yeah,
you just like get different friends. I mean, some of my friends that were friends in middle school, I wasn't that close of friends with in high school.
That's true. And Mike and Will look far too much alike to stay friends.
Correct. You can't have two Mills.
Yeah,
that's Mike and Will together.
Yeah.
Or Wyke. Wyke.
Wyke sounds like an inappropriate thing to call somebody, even though it's not.
No, I know it does. It's not in the lexicon of insults.
No, it's not, but it should be.
It should.
Somebody should take that.
It's
you are
tough...
such a Wyke.
Whoa! Quit being so Wyke. Stay Wyke.
I stay Wyke. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Redbone.
I didn't even know who that is.
Redbone isn't a person.
Oh. It's a Native American tribe?
No, it's a song. It's Donald Glover. What's his name? Childish Gambino.
Cool.
I stay woke. Dun, 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 dun. I think is that called Red? No, that's not called Redbone.
You're not. You're
Wait,
speaking,
now I'm just thinking.
We're not going to talk about
Get
this
me
anymore.
out! Get me out!
So you're saying like
different.
a happy wedding?
Yeah.
No, I want it to be a tragedy.
I don't want to kill Will.
No, Will's got to die. Something has to happen to bring them all back. 'Cause it's not going to be Mike's wedding.
Oh no, I am right. I was right.
It's not Mike. Nobody cares about Mike and Eleven's wedding. Steve's
I
not going to come
care?
back from Hollywood for their wedding.
Steve?
Yeah.
He isn't. That's why he's going to rekindle things with Nancy and be like.
At the wedding? He got invited to the wedding?
Of course.
Or is he just back in town for some reason, like to see his parents and sees the wedding party?
He's invited because he helped save their lives.
Nah, I think it's got to be a tragedy.
Why are you trying to kill Mike? Okay, we're going to agree to disagree. We don't have to pitch it.
Okay.
Our question is, what if it took place today?
And we discussed that.
We discussed that.
We said it wouldn't be nearly as good.
If the question is, what if Josh is the showrunner of season 47?
Okay.
Then whatever.
Should we put out a poll? Should we put out a hypothetical poll?
Yes. Do you want them to reunite because of a wedding or a funeral?
Yes. Okay. No.
Yes.
No. It can't just be a basic wedding. It has to be reunite for Mike and Eleven's wedding.
Or Will's funeral.
Yes.
You guys let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. No. We're putting a poll on Twitter.
No, I know, but also follow us on Twiter for sure. But also let us know. I like to look at them.
Yeah. Well, we don't have them because they won't even cut this part out.
Oh.
Because we don't have a full YouTube feed. Comment on iTunes. But mostly follow us on Twitter and Instagram. At Josh McCouga, at Roxy Stryer. Yeah. And we're going to put a poll up. Mm-hmm. We got there, guys. We figured it out. We're going to put a poll up for you guys to decide what you think the Stranger Things cast 20 years in the future, why they reunite. Is it Mike and Eleven's wedding or Will Byers' funeral? I think the more mysterious thing is a funeral and fits way more into the canon that is Stranger Things. And then when Will dies, it opens up a rapture and the Upside Down reopens, something Hawkins hasn't seen in 20 years.
I think you're sick and twisted.
I think that you are positive and nice.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
She doesn't even go here.
Oh, man.